I've seen some footage, as you have, that I wish I could have saved some lives by taking some people out during that era.
Mr. Lansky, is there such a thing as organized crime?
I have no knowledge on the subject.
Mr. Keitel, it's a pleasure to talk to you, sir. How are you doing today?
Okay, how are you? You got the haircut? You got the shades?
I do have the
see
shades.
those shades again. Yeah.
Although my girlfriend gives me a hard time for wearing white shades. She said they should always be black or brown. So she always says the frame should never be white. That's according to her.
I care about the color of the lenses.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I got to tell you, Mr. Keitel, I absolutely love Mafia movies. I mean, it's what I grew up watching as a kid, even though I probably wasn't supposed to be watching these movies. And I mean, Lansky, I really, seriously, I really enjoyed it. And one thing I enjoyed about your portrayal as Meyer Lansky, and you've said this in the past as well, is that you've never really played a violent character, but it's more about like the conflict and despair and chaos in this man's life. And the way that you portray him and the way that we get to see his relationship with his family and his son and all that, do you think he is a bad guy, or do you think he's just a man trying to adapt to this new 20th century?
Well, that's a good question. And it's not a good question. Do I think he's a good guy or a bad guy? Let he who has not sinned cast the first stone. Well, it's not going to be me.
Yeah.
You and your girlfriend are going to have to work this one out. Where is she? I want to find out what kind of bum you really are.
Oh, please. No, she's at work right now. She's got a real job, you know. But one of the things that surprised me also about this story, going back not only to his son, but because I knew about, you know, the National Crime Syndicate, we've heard about Murder Inc. and all that. But what surprised me was how he was hired by the government to go beat up Nazis in New York prior to World War II. I thought that was a pretty little interesting twist in the movie. What surprised you most about the story of Meyer Lansky?
I don't know that he was hired as much as invited, because as you know, the Nazis were running rallies in America to raise money for the Nazi Party, to do what you're hearing today in America by people they call themselves by other names. So he was responding to that evil. He had come to America from a place where he was a poor village, where he was persecuted, his people were. So there's an aspect of him, you might say, that would not tolerate evil. He wanted to do the good. Yeah. There's one line in the film where he says, "I wish I'd killed them all." Well, I've seen some footage, as you have, that I wish I could have saved some lives by taking some people out during that era.
How do you think we can prevent that as a society? Because I feel like in a way, the time now is kind of reflecting a lot of 1930s.
If I knew how I could put that answer in a bottle, I'd put it in a bottle and sell it. Yeah. I don't know how you change a culture. I don't know how you change. I think through the arts. That's what I think. But how do you get people to change their mind to let you? I would dance around a fire with you if you're worshiping the divine. I don't care if you're dancing around a fire or how you're doing it. But there's some people who do. Yeah. They'll call you a heathen for dancing around a fire or for praying in your way, quote unquote. And they're wrong. These are
the way you say it about like sharing the art, I think that is the best way, or one of the most easiest or accessible ways for people to expand their mind is through storytelling. It's through movie making, and that's why I love what we do. That's why I love the movie.
I thought about that for years. I think it's through the arts, music, and all the arts, dance and live cinema, live theater cinema, literature. You can't turn people around who are stuck in the mud unless you, what's the word? mix up that mud
Yeah.
with a book.
Well, thank you, Mr. Keitel. I know I've already gone over my time. I could spend an hour with you, my friend.
Well, I've enjoyed you. So when you and your girlfriend work out what color your glasses should be, let's meet again.
I will. Absolutely, sir. So
Just
you
tap
have
me
a
on
good
the
day.
shoulder.
I'll see you around. I'll see you in Hollywood once all this stuff's over. I'll sure I'll see you in the next year or so. So
Let me know.
all right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Okay,
it.
take care.